Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a project share as well as a really easy tutorial on how excuse me, I choked on how I made these necklaces. Okay, these beads here are from Jessie James Beads. I purchased them as a set. It was just maybe a few weeks ago, and it's called the Neon Pride Bundle. I love neon colors, and all of these came together. There's a hot pink, which is called Girl Boss. The lime green is, Olive Lime. If it will show up good. The yellow is called Electric Lemonade. I love that name. The orange is, let's see here, Sunburst Orange. And then the blue is Cool Vibes. And here is the gorgeous purple strand that I will be showing in my tutorial. And this one is called Yes Queen. I love that name. So these are the Neon Pride strands. And I made these these were really very easy to put together. I have these toggles in my stash that went absolutely perfect with these bead strands because the beads have so much just gorgeous sparkle on them. And this little heart toggle adds a nice little touch of sparkle as well. And when I was trying to decide how I wanted to make these necklaces, I first was thinking, okay, I want to get like a chain, and I wanted to make these interchangeable, like just have one chain, and I wanted to make each of these bead strands so that they could just clip on and off of the chain. But then after I started thinking about it, I was like, there's so much silver and like sparkle and glitter on these beads that I thought the silver chain would just kind of, I don't know, maybe be overkill. And I really wanted these bead strands to just stand out because they are so amazing and beautiful. So then I was thinking, I was actually in the car one day picking up my daughter from where she works at. And I remembered I have these organza ribbon necklaces. I get these on Amazon. And you can get them not too expensively. They're like, I think you get like 100 of them in a pack for, now I've had mine for a long time. I think I only paid like maybe $12 or $13. You can now get them on Amazon for, I think it's $16 for a pack of 100, or maybe 17, which, you know, that makes it only like 16 or 17 cents per necklace. And so the collars on these ribbon necklaces matched perfectly with the beads. So here is the orange one. This is the, I can't remember the names of them. This is the orange. And here is the gorgeous blue, which is a really nice turquoise. And see how these just sparkle, and when you like turn them and the light hits them, they're just absolutely gorgeous. So that's why I really wanted to use the ribbon instead of just putting them on a regular silver chain, because I thought, well, I really wanted to, I just feel like they sparkle even more on this ribbon. And then you just, you know, unhook the toggle right here, and you can just slip it around your neck, and then in the front you just put it right back through. So I mean, it's really easy to get on and off, and it's a nice length. These hit right at 16 inches, so it's a very nice length to wear. This is the beautiful yellow, which I think is called Lemonade. And those hearts, I just love the hearts with these bead strands. I wish I knew where I got those at. I'm getting down to the last few of them, and I'd love to find more. I've had them forever, so it feels nice to actually be using them. And this yellow just has so much sparkle and shine, and I love it. And then here is the lime green. Another beautiful shade. And see how it matches with the ribbon? It's just perfect. And these could not have been easier to make. I made one 2 days ago. It was my first one, the pink one, just to figure out, exactly how I was going to do it. So it doesn't exactly lay the best after I've made I made the other 4 in like the last 30 minutes. I mean, they're super quick and easy to put together. And so here is the pink one, which is beautiful. And so let me move these out of the way. And I've already got everything on my bead mat to make the purple one. Let me lift this up so I don't mess everything up underneath there. Okay. And you really don't need a whole lot of supplies to do this. Well, here is what, how the ribbon necklaces come. They have the, like the extender chain, and you get a lobster clasp on it. I remove all of that, and you're left with just these little, like, ribbon crimps on the end. And so let me set this down, and then here is the toggle that you'll just need some kind of toggle. 2 crimp tubes. I've been using these tubes that I get in all my Soft Flex kits because they give you a lot of them. I'm using 2 little spacer balls at the end. I just feel like it gives it a nice little finishing touch. Let me show real quick if I can get one of these apart. Just see, you can see how it just adds that nice little finishing touch at the end, right before the right in between the last bead and the the crimp bead. And then you just need 1 jump ring, and of course your tools. I use my crimping tools, and then 2 pairs of pliers. That's to open and close the jump rings, and then snippers to cut the wire. So I just start out by removing the stuff that I do not need. So let me move this out of the way here, and these jump rings are not that great on these things. They're very thin, and I am kind of keeping the I'm going to be keeping the extender chains and the jump ring, or the lobster clasps, just because I might be able to use them on something. Okay, let me go ahead and remove that. So I've got that out of the way. You can see my big pile up there of the other extenders and clasps that I took off. So now you're just left with this on both ends. You just have your ribbon crimp, and I just start out by adding the I go ahead and add the jump ring to one end. So let me get this opened up, and I just take the, okay, this ribbon is twisted a little bit, so I just take it and put it through there. And then I want to go ahead and hang my little toggle on there. So let's get that put on, and just kind of twist it back and forth a little bit, jiggle it so that it kind of secures and gets nice and closed. So that's what we're done with right now. And then I also forgot, you will need wire, and I just use this silver beading wire. I think I get it from Hobby Lobby. So let me go ahead and take off, and I just pull out a nice little length of it. I don't measure, I just pull out enough to what looks like it's longer than my bead strand, and I'll just put this on the end. It helps just to make sure my beads don't go flying anywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start out by putting on my first little spacer ball right on the very end, and then I need to open up my bead strand. So I just lay it down here, and they're on the end of these strands. You get like they put one little spacer on the end. I've just been putting all those to the side so I can use them on something and on a future project. And then I just take them off of my bead strand and put them directly on my wire. And all it is just stringing it up. And so this is, you can see how easy this is going together. And these purple beads, of course I had to save the purple one for my demonstration, because the purple, I mean, they're all amazing and gorgeous, but of course the purple is my favorite. That's my favorite color. So this will probably be the one that I would wear the most. Okay, These are like some little, this is the only color that had those cute little like clay beads in there. I think they're called Hishi beads, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, now these sometimes are tricky. That went through really nicely. Okay, and then we're getting to the end here. I just like the assortment of beads you get on these strands as well. They always put so many, like a nice variety of textures and shapes, and they always make the bead strand look very, it's always very, you know, just unique. Each one is kind of unique. But yet they have a lot of similarities to them. Like some of them will have the same type of bead or the same, like all of these bead strands have had these larger, like ones with the like the little gems on them. But then they have different, like each strand has their own different beads on them as well. So there it is, all strung up exactly like I took it off of the package. And this again is called Yes Queen. I love that name. And so then to start out, I go ahead and grab my tube here, my crimp tube. Oh, wait a minute. I am forgetting my, yeah, I had to take one apart not long ago because, and shoot, I dropped my little bead. Okay. Why did I do that? Of course. Let me try to grab one out real fast out of my stash. Of course I gotta drop one because, yeah, it just has to happen. Okay, and these are so itty bitty. Let me get my little wire here, and okay, I'm probably not in frame, but get that little tiny bead on there, and then go ahead and put my crimp tube, and then you take the end that does not have the toggle on there, and you just slide it onto the ribbon crimp there. And of course on the first end you don't have to have it right up against the beads because you are going to, or you have all this extra space down here. So then I just want to make sure that I have some wiggle room, because you don't want that to get like, you know, you don't want it to be rigid. You want to have some flexibility there. So I pull it up just to where it looks like it's got some nice wiggle room, but not like too big. And then you just take your crimping pliers and just smush it down. And then I like to kind of just to rotate it a little bit just to try to make sure it's all good and secure. And then this is what it looks like. It looks like another, like a tube bead almost. And then I just hide all that extra, even though these little tiny spacer beads are itty bitty, they still fit both strands if I can get it through there on camera. Okay, it's much easier when I am not doing this on camera. Okay, now come on, let me take over here for a minute. Come on, bead, cooperate. There we go. And then I just slide the rest of these beads on here. Yeah, just do that. Okay, there we go. And then after I've tucked in all of that wire, then I move all of this down here. And then I can snip off, let me get this off of here. I can go ahead and snip off the wire and get that off the spool. And so then I don't want it like super tight because it makes it not want to hang very well. So I just kind of put it in a little, like a little, just kind of curve it a little bit. Knock the camera everywhere. Okay, and now on this end, you don't need the wire in, or the necklace in the way. You just want to take your other end or your other crimp tube and put that on the wire, and your other end of your clasp, the little bar part of your toggle, and then go ahead and put it through a couple of the beads. And okay, so it went through those pretty nicely. There we go. And what I do here, once I get that through, is go ahead and pull it down some, and just want to work it down until, let me see here, I usually try to get my other pliers and find the side of the, okay, I'm losing my little, there it is. And I want to find the side of the wire that is actually, you know, not the loose end. And I grip it down close to the bead, like to the crimp bead, and then it makes it pull the wire through perfectly. And you get a nice snug, and you can leave exactly how much space you want by holding the pliers right there so you don't get it, you know, too small or have too big of a loop. And then again, I like to leave just enough space for it to kind of move around, but I don't want it like, you know, super big to where it's just flopping all over the place. And then you just give it a squeeze. And then again, I just kind of just turn it a little bit just to kind of get a nice round shape. And that is on there nice and securely. And you just want to go up next to the bead, snip off your extra wire. And then you have your necklace. Just put your clasp or your little bar right through the toggle. And there is this gorgeous purple one. This, of course, is my favorite because I love the purple. And hope you were able to follow along. I know I was kind of out of frame probably some of the time trying to get to where I could see good to get the wire through the holes and stuff. But there is what it looks like. Very easy necklace to make. And each of them, I love how they all, you know, they all match. They all like the same style. They all use the ribbon and the same toggle, but because they are the different colors and they have some varying beads on the strands, it's a nice little set, but they're not like identical, which is what I love about these bead strands. And I don't think the Neon Pride set is still available. I think the last time I looked, it's not. I think it's been sold out. You might be able to get some of the strands individually, but when I got it, it was a bundle, and you know, you saved a little bit of money that way. But anyways, if this set is still available, I will link it down below. But like I said, the last time I looked, I think it was sold out. But there is the purple necklace. Absolutely gorgeous with these strands that they had out on the Jessie James Beads website. And that is why I'm always broke, because they always are putting out new and gorgeous things to play with. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. If you like this tutorial, please give me a thumbs up. Like and subscribe and comment. And I hope to, you know, improve on my tutorial skills so I can maybe show some more things in the future. I do have some tutorials that I'm needing to get done. I hope to get those up and on my channel in the next couple weeks. So hopefully I'll have that up there. But thanks so much, everyone, for stopping by, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.